Hello, my dear students. Myself, Dr. Pitambar Humne, founder Botany for You, and working as professor and head department of botany, Dharampet Dev Memorial Science College, Nagpur, Maharashtra, India. I welcome you all in this online platform for the students of Life Sciences Botany for You. Friends, if you are new or not yet subscribed our YouTube channel, then kindly like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel Botany for You. If you want to associate with us through the Telegram group, then link is given in the description. Through that, you can join the Telegram group and take the advantage of the different career opportunities in life sciences in India and abroad, as well as the literature assistance in the form of PDF. Friends, earlier we have seen the dark reaction, and that is Kelvin cycle. In today's class, we will see the alternate pathway of the carbon fixation or the carbon assimilation, and that is C4 pathway, which is popularly known as C4 dicarboxylic acid pathway or the Hatch and Slack pathway or simply HSK pathway. So let's see today's topic, that is Hatch and Slack pathway. Now first of all, if we are going to see the C4 dicarboxylic acid pathway or HSK pathway, then we must remember the plants which are showing somewhat different type of the anatomy of the leaf that are adopted for the C4 pathway or HSK pathway. So, what is that different type of the anatomical structure? In some of the plants, like the grasses and some other dicots also, like the sugarcane, maize, sorghum, atriplex, and amaranthus. In these plants, the vascular bundles of the leaves are encircled by bundle sheath cells, and these bundle sheath cells are radially arranged, and this radial arrangement of the bundle sheath cell is known as wreath, which is a German word, and the meaning of this wreath in German language is a kranz, and hence such a type of the arrangement of the cells in the leaves is known as the kranz anatomy. Now, how these plants are different than the other plants? If we see the presence of the chloroplast, they are present in the bundle sheath cells also, as well as the other mesophyll cells also. But here, the type of the chloroplast which are showing by the C4 plants or the HSK plant are dimorphic. So, if we see this dimorphic, it means that di means two and morphic means morphologically on the basis of its appearance or the external appearance. So, these two different type of the chloroplasts are present in these C4 plants. First one in bundle sheath cells and second one, that is mesophyll cells. In bundle sheath cell, the type of chloroplasts which are larger, while in mesophyll cell they are smaller or of the normal size. One more thing is the grana in bundle sheath cell are found to be absent and they are present in the mesophyll cell. So such a type of the dimorphic type of the chloroplast are present in the C4 plants. So this is one of the identification characteristics or the feature of the C4 plants. Now earlier, after the discovery of Kelvin cycle, everyone was considering the Kelvin cycle is the only way of the carbon assimilation or the carbon dioxide fixation. But when the Rorschach, Hart and Burr were combinedly working on the photosynthesis with the help of labeled carbon or the carbon dioxide, and they found that the certain C4 acids like the oxaloacetic acid, aspartic acid, malic acid were found labeled. And if you see the Kelvin cycle, there is not the formation of oxaloacetic acid or the malic acid. So later on, the MD Hatch and CR Slack again worked on the same phenomena of the photosynthesis and confirmed that the formation of 4 carbon compounds during the photosynthesis. So the discovery of the Rorschach, Hart and the Burr were confirmed by the MD Hatch and the CR Slack, and hence on the basis of the name of the scientist who confirmed this pathway is considered as a Hatch and the Slack pathway. So if we compare this Hatch and the Slack pathway, which is also known as the C4 pathway or C4 dicarboxylic acid pathway, as earlier we have seen, the Kelvin cycle is considered as C3 pathway and Hatch-Slack is the C4 pathway. It means that here the first stable component of this cycle or this pathway is 4 carbon compound and hence it is known as the C4 pathway. So out of this, here the malic acid, oxaloacetic acid or the aspartic acid, these are the different components which are 4 carbon atom. And the first component which is formed in the C4 dicarboxylic acid pathway or the Hatch and the Slack pathway is the oxaloacetic acid. Now, if you see these two different type of the conditions that we have seen earlier, there are the presence of the two different type of the chloroplast. In the mesophyll cell, there are the normal chloroplast with the grana, and in bundle sheath cell, there are the larger chloroplast and without grana. So this is actually the basic difference in between the mesophyll cell and the bundle sheath cell on the basis of the type of the chloroplast which are present in it. So now in the mesophyll cells, first of all, the carbon dioxide is absorbed from the environment or the surrounding or the air. And this carbon dioxide which is absorbed from the environment is fixed by the phosphoenol pyruvic acid or phosphoenol pyruvate, one and the same thing. So first of all, this is a 3 carbon compound, and earlier in a Kelvin cycle we have seen the carbon dioxide is fixed by ribulose 1,5 biphosphate, which is the 5 carbon compound. So this is one of the basic difference in between the C4 plants and the C3 plants. No doubt in my last lecture I already told you, the only method of the formation of the carbohydrate or the hexose sugar in the process of photosynthesis is the Kelvin cycle, and no any other pathway is responsible for the formation of this. But only the certain initial reactions are different, or the way of fixation of the carbon dioxide is different in the C4 pathway. So when the phosphoenol pyruvic acid absorb the carbon dioxide from the environment or the air, it convert into oxaloacetic acid in presence of an enzyme, the phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase. Means this is the process of the carboxylation. So here we can directly say that there is a carboxylation of the phosphoenol pyruvate into oxaloacetic acid. And this oxaloacetic acid is a 4-carbon compound, and hence this pathway is known as the C4 pathway, and the plants which are showing the HSK pathway or the dicarboxylic acid pathway are known as C4 plants. Now, after formation of this oxaloacetic acid, it equilibrates into the two different components. One is the aspartate or the aspartic acid, which is again 4-carbon compound, and the second one, that is the malate or the malic acid, which is again the 4-carbon compound. Though there is a formation of oxaloacetic acid, and later on it equilibrates into the aspartic acid and malic acid, but then only the malic acid is transported from the mesophyll cells to the bundle sheath cells. So this malic acid is transported to the bundle sheath cell. Now in bundle sheath cell there is a decarboxylation. So decarboxylation means the removal of the carbon dioxide. After decarboxylation of this malic acid, which is 4-carbon compound, it converts into or release the carbon dioxide and at the same time form the pyruvic acid. The formation of aspartic acid from the oxaloacetic acid is catalyzed by transaminase enzyme, and the formation of malic acid from the oxaloacetic acid is catalyzed by an enzyme, that is the malate dehydrogenase. When there is a decarboxylation of this malic acid into the carbon dioxide and the pyruvic acid, this carbon dioxide in the bundle sheath cell is absorbed by the ribulose 1,5 biphosphate or the diphosphate. We can either write RUDP or the RUDP, one and the same thing. So when it absorbed by the ribulose 1,5 biphosphate, later on it convert into 6 carbon addition compound, and this 6 carbon addition compound later on form 3-phosphoglyceric acid. As we have seen in the Kelvin cycle, there is a formation of 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde from 3-phosphoglyceric acid, and out of the 12 molecules of the 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde, there is utilization of the 2 molecules for the formation of the hexose sugar or the fructose or the glucose or the sucrose, and rest of the 10 molecules are recycled again into the formation of ribulose 1,5 biphosphate. So that is the Kelvin cycle. So in C4 plants, the Kelvin cycle carried out in the bundle sheath cell, and the process of C4 pathway is carried out in the mesophyll cell. So after synthesis of the sucrose from the 2 molecules of the fructose 6-phosphate, here it is transported into the vascular tissue. We know that after formation of the organic solute, it is transported to the phloem, and through the phloem then it is transported to different parts of the body. Now, in addition to the release of carbon dioxide, there is formation of pyruvic acid, that is the pyruvate. So, again, this is 3 carbon compound. As there is a decarboxylation, the 4 carbon compound will convert into the 3 carbon compound after releasing the carbon dioxide. So, this pyruvic acid or the pyruvate is again transported to the mesophyll cells, and in mesophyll cell, this pyruvic acid is phosphorylated, and in presence of pyruvate inorganic phosphate kinase. So, here during this process, there is utilization of one ATP molecules which convert into the ADP and inorganic phosphate, and the pyruvic acid forms the phosphoenol pyruvic acid. Again, this phosphoenol pyruvic acid after formation is ready to absorb the carbon dioxide from the environment to carry out the same C4 dicarboxylic acid pathway or the H and flat pathway. Now there are certain variations in this mechanism of the C4 pathway or HSK pathway. There are 3 different types. First one, that is NADP ME type. Second one, NAD ME type, and third one, that is PCK type. So these are somewhat variations which are found in the different plants. Now, first one that just we have seen earlier, and that is the NADP ME type, while the second one, that is the NAD ME type. So this one, that is NAD ME type. So in which again see the mesophyll cell and the bundle shell cell. So the carbon dioxide which is absorbed from outside to inside in the cytoplasm, here it is absorbed by the phosphoenol pyruvic acid, and there is formation of oxaloacetic acid that we have seen earlier. But here oxaloacetic acid form the aspartic acid, and aspartic acid transported to the mitochondria. This is different than that of the NADP ME type, because in NADP ME type in earlier case we have seen the oxaloacetic acid equilibrates with the aspartic acid and the malic acid, and the malic acid later on transported to the bundle cell. But instead of the malic acid, here the aspartic acid is transported to the bundle cell in the mitochondria. And in mitochondria, aspartic acid again forms the oxaloacetic acid, means it is the reverse process. And later on, the oxaloacetic acid converts into the malic acid, where there is a decarboxylation of this malic acid into the carbon dioxide and the pyruvic acid. So, this carbon dioxide which is formed after the decarboxylation of the malic acid is absorbed in the chloroplast of the bundle cell, where they are used in the Calvin cycle that we have seen earlier, that this carbon dioxide is absorbed by the ribulose 1,5 biphosphate, convert into the 6 carbon addition compound, 3-phosphoglyceric acid, and then the 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde. And the same, that is the 2 molecules will be used for the formation of the hexose sugar, and the 10 molecules will be used for the regeneration of the ribulose 1,5 biphosphate. The remaining, the pyruvic acid transported from mitochondria to the cytoplasm in the bundle cell, and from bundle sheath cell of the cytoplasm of the cytoplasm, here it converts into alanine. So this is an amino acid. So alanine then transported to the mesophyll cell, and from the in the mesophyll cell again there is formation of the pyruvic acid. So from the cytoplasm again there is a entry of the pyruvic acid, or the pyruvic acid transported from the cytoplasm to the chloroplast. And in the chloroplast there is a transport and formation of phosphoenol pyruvic acid. So when there is a formation of the phosphoenol pyruvic acid inside the chloroplast, again it is brought to the cytoplasm and it is ready for the absorption of the carbon dioxide. So if you see this transport of the aspartic acid from the mesophyll cell to the bundle sheath cell, but in the mitochondria this is different than that of the NADP-ME type. Again, one more thing, that here there is a formation of alanine. So this is different than that of the earlier that we have seen. But in case of some other plants, there is PCK type of the system of the C4 pathway. And in PCK type, here first of all in the mesophyll cell, the carbon dioxide is absorbed by the phosphoenol pyruvic acid, just like that of the same, that is the NAD-ME type and NADP-ME type. So after that formation, here there is a formation of the oxaloacetic acid, aspartic acid, and then aspartic acid is transported from the mesophyll cell to the bundle sheath cell, where the oxaloacetic acid is again formed from the aspartic acid, but not in the mitochondria, it is in the cytoplasm in the bundle sheath cell. And this is the difference in between the PCK type and the NAD-ME type, because here there is no involvement of the mitochondria. So here again the oxaloacetic acid again shows somewhat different thing, that here there is a direct decarboxylation of the oxaloacetic acid without formation of the malic acid. This is again one of the specific characteristic feature of the PCK type of the C4 pathway. So after the decarboxylation, there is a formation of the carbon dioxide and phosphoenol pyruvic acid, and the carbon dioxide enter into the Calvin cycle, and there is a formation of fructose 6-phosphate, which is used for the synthesis of the sucrose and other carbohydrates. And the remaining phosphoenol pyruvic acid convert into the pyruvate or the pyruvic acid. From pyruvic acid, there is a synthesis of the alanine. Alanine from the bundle sheath cell is transported to the mesophyll cell, and from mesophyll cell, again from the alanine, there is a synthesis of the pyruvic acid. Pyruvic acid from the cytoplasm enter inside the chloroplast, and from the pyruvic acid, there is formation of phosphoenol pyruvic acid. This is the same to that of the NAD-ME type and the PCK type. After formation of the phosphoenol pyruvic acid, again it is transported outside the chloroplast in the cytoplasm, and it is again ready for the absorption of the carbon dioxide. And in this way, here the cycle continue, that is the C4 pathway. So whatever the condition in the different plants, that may be either NADP-ME type, NAD-ME type, or the PCK type, the basic thing is that here the carbon dioxide is absorbed by the phosphoenol pyruvic acid or the pyruvate. So this is the characteristic feature of the C4 plants. And if you see the Calvin cycle, the carbon dioxide is absorbed by the RUBP, that is the ribulose 1,5 biphosphate. So we have to remember this one. And whenever we are remembering the C4 dicarboxylic acid pathway or the HSK pathway or the Hatch and Slack pathway, you have to remember that there is a presence of Kranz anatomy. Already I told you that Kranz means the wreath-like structure, and wreath means the Kranz in the German language. Now, if you compare that C3 and the C4 plants, so In C3 plants, here direct the carbon dioxide from atmosphere enter into the mesophyll cell, and the carbon dioxide from the environment in the C4 plants like the corn, here it enter into the mesophyll cell. So both are the same. But in C3 plants, there is a Kelvin cycle or Kelvin Benson cycle or C3 pathway in mesophyll cells, but in C4 plants, here this is transported to the bundle chip cell, and hence the Kelvin cycle is carried out in the bundle chip cell. So this is the basic difference in between the C3 and C4 plants and their pattern of carbon fixation in the mesophyll cells and the bundle chip cell. So at the end, we will have to see the distinguish between the C3 and the C4 plants. Means now the C3, that is the Kelvin cycle, and the C4 means the HSK pathway. So first one, that is the plants having the Kelvin cycle in all cells of the leaves. Means every green cell of the leaves, as already I told you, every green cell that may of the leaf or that may of the stem, that is responsible to carry out the process of the photosynthesis. And the C4 plants, the plant have the Hatch and the Slack cycle in the mesophyll and the Kelvin cycle cells in the bundle chip cell. So that this is the difference in between these two. There is only one carbon dioxide acceptor in the C3 plants, that is the RUBP, that is the ribulose 1,5 biphosphate. But in case of the C4 plants, here first of all, the carbon dioxide from the environment is absorbed by the phosphoenol pyruvic acid, and later on after the decarboxylation of the malic acid, here it is absorbed by the ribulose 1,5 biphosphate. Then the first stable product is 3-carbon compound, that is the 3-phosphoglyceric acid, while in case of the C4 plants, there is a 4-carbon compound, and that is the oxaloacetic acid, and hence here it is C3 pathway and here it is the C4 pathway. The leaves have the Kranz type of the anatomy. The vascular bundles are surrounded by the bundle sheath cells and the chloroplastid diamorphic that we have seen earlier. But such type of the Kranz anatomy in the C3 plants or the plants showing the Kelvin cycle is found to be absent. Then the ribulose biphosphate and the enzymes of the Kelvin cycle are present within all green cells, and therefore the Kelvin cycle occurs in the mesophyll. But if we compare to that of the C4 plants, here the Kelvin cycle occur in the bundle sheath cell, and hence it is different than that of the C3 plants. The optimum temperature ranges 10 to 25 degrees Celsius, and the optimum temperature ranges between 30 to 45 degrees Celsius in the C4 plants. Hence, we can say that the C4 plants are more adapted to the higher temperature as compared to the C3 plants. Then the maximum light intensity for the photosynthesis is 1000 to 1200 foot candles, which is saturation intensity. And the C4 plants can photosynthesize at much higher light intensity, and even full sunlight is not the saturation intensity. Means we can say that the C4 plants are more efficient with respect to the rate of the photosynthesis. Then because of the lesser affinity of the ribulose 1,5 biphosphate for the carbon dioxide, the Kelvin cycle can reduce the carbon dioxide concentration around the plants to only 50 ppm. But because of the stronger affinity of the phosphoenol pyruvic acid for the carbon dioxide, the Hatch and Slack cycle can reduce the CO2 concentration to even less than 10 ppm. So this is the basic difference in between the C3 plants and the C4 plants. And lastly, that the C3 plants are less efficient in photosynthesis, and the net rate of the process is only 15 to 35 milligram of CO2 per diameter square of the leaf per hour. But it is 18 to 40 to 80 milligram of carbon dioxide pore diameter square of the leaf per hour. And on the basis of that, we can easily find out that here the C4 plants are more efficient than the C3 plants. Again, the C3 plants, that the ribulose 1,5 biphosphate having the less affinity to the carbon dioxide, and in such cases, if the oxygen concentration increases beyond the carbon dioxide, then there is a photorespiration in case of the C3 plants, but the photorespiration is found to be absent in the C4 plants. So friends, I am very much confident and hopeful that this lecture will be very much helpful to you in preparation of your examination. Thank you very much for listening this lecture completely. If you like this lecture and if it is beneficial to you, then kindly like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel Botany for You. And also press bell icon for the alerts of every lecture to be uploaded on different life sciences titles. And don't forget to join our Telegram group with the link given in the description. Thanks a lot once again.